Hey there, YouTube! Bringing you a deck profile of right now my favorite deck and our team captain's. He just loves it. Is Dimensional Robos. They received great support in Fighters Collection.
So you have bruises on your legs and your arms.
I already do.
So I've updated it with the Fighters Collection cards, and
we also abuse our teammates.
Leah sometimes thinks you guys just string me up in a room and punch me all day.
No.
Why would we do that?
Too much fun.
We don't do that in the room. We do that in my basement.
Do you have a basement here?
Yes.
Anyway.
Would you like to see it?
No.
So this is basically its first ability is Forerunner. Move it to any rear guard circle. 5k boost. Second ability is it's a superior ride. I can choose four cards with a Dimensional Robo for my rear guard. If I have a grade 2 or greater Vanguard with Dimensional Robo, I can choose 4 rear guards with Dimensional Robo, either including itself or not. And if I don't, I can keep on riding as long as I can pay the cost. So I can spear ride at grade 2 or greater by putting 4 in soul. So it can give me usually gets me from grade 2 to grade 3 real fast. And if I have gone first, my opponent will still be at a grade 1, so it takes an extra 2 turns for them to catch up. Meanwhile, I'm plussing off twin drives. So
I brought my charger with me, but I took it out of my bag and it just appeared a second ago.
It's probably still plugged into my wall.
No, I mean my DS charger, and I didn't plug it in.
My triggers are 4 heals, Dimensional Robo, Go Rescue. This is mainly a Dimensional Robo deck, mainly because of the Big Boss card. I need them for the Counter Blast. 4 Dimensional Robo Die Battles. This ability is activate from Soul. Put this unit into my drop zone, and I can choose one of my Dimensional Bleed's Vanguards. Gets +3. So if I have him and these 3 in Soul, and if I Soul Blast all 7, that is a +21 to my Vanguard. So you're either going to be dropping a lot of cards to guard, or just, having the perfect guard a lot. So basically, it's I try and get them into Soul using Goyusha, so I can Soul Blast them later for the turn I break ride for just like one huge column, Vanguard column, which is Dimensional Police's basically thing. It's niche. 4 Demon Eye Monster Gorgon. I'm running and then Dimensional Robo Die Crane. I'm running 8 crit 4 draw.
We've made eye contact.
Partly because I don't have the last crits, and second because this deck really doesn't give me hand advantage. So I try to make it up with the draws.
It was in there. It was just stuck in a corner where my fingers couldn't find it.
Grade 1s. I run 4 Dimensional Robo Die Shield, the Dimensional Robo. New Perfect Guard.
New since 12.
Yeah, no. Is it 12?
Yep. 13.
Yeah, I was about to say, I thought it was 13.
Nah, that was one off.
Running 3 Die Mariner. Same ability as Die Battles. Put it into drop zone from Soul, give a Vanguard +3. He's mainly the unit I want to ride, so I can have him in Soul to Soul Blast to put it in drop zone later on when I break ride.
Also, if you ride him, you can cross oceans.
3 Die Tag, 3 Dimensional Robo Die Tiger. If I have a Dimensional Robo Vanguard.
I want to get hit for that one. I'm almost done.
Okay. Dimensional Robo Vanguard.
Thank you.
It becomes a 10k attacker until the end of that battle. Have him for early game rush.
That actually
kind of
might
pressure.
have more than hurt you, probably.
And then
Me up a bit.
2 Commander Laurel.
Kinda jarred me up a bit.
Oh, that's good.
He's Dimension Police Restander. Basically, when your Dimension Police Vanguard attack hits, doesn't have to hit the Vanguard, just has to hit a unit. You can pay the cost, rest 4 rear guards, and then restand your Vanguard.
Grab
So if I can,
grab 2 of the grade 3.
if I can restand a high-powered Vanguard, that really wrecks people. If it, especially to turn at break guards, having that critical and having already broken their first guards, that just really depletes hand, which is really fun.
Shut up.
Grade 2s, 4-dimensional Robo Kaiser.
Kill you.
He is my main ride target for the grade 2s. I really wish they would come out with the promo that they have in Japan, which is basically a superior ride. It's a grade 1, 7K counterblast 1, put into soul and discard to grade 3. If I have him on Vanguard, I can superior ride into Daikaiser. So it's a pretty nice
Look for another one.
that'd get me up to grade 3 faster. So I have to use less cards, but that means being more reliant on having him as Vanguard, which doesn't always happen.
Yeah, sure.
Next grade 3s are Dimensional Robo Die Dragon, the 12K attacker. You know, have a Dimensional Robo, gains +3 until end of turn. Running 2, Die Barret. Here's a promo from the Magus box. He's a counterblast 1 put into soul, and I can give a Vanguard +4, and when the attack hits, I can retire one of my opponent's rear guards. Choose one of my opponent's rear guards and retire it. So I usually go after the starter because that's one of the most important things. Or
Starter.
Or I can do it for pressure, so they have to overguard and lose cards. They would lose either guards that they might have used later game, or rear guards that they might have used later game.
I hate this deck so much.
I know, that's why I love it. And then 1 Dimensional Robo Die Fighter, mainly because I couldn't get another.
Yeah, he doesn't have a third one of this guy. If he had a third one, he'd be taking that out for that one. So we're trying to get him a third one, but
Wasn't he a promo?
no one has it. Yeah, he's the promo for Magus box.
I think it's funny that they put a Dimensional East promo for the.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of funny too. That is kind of weird.
And then, basically, I guess you could call this the boss unit, or basically like the staple of the deck.
No one cares about what he does.
Most broken break ride ever.
No, it's too reliant on grade 3s. There are the ones that
Yeah,
are
it's
even
not
better.
that broken at all. It's not broken at all, really.
Yeah,
It's-
this deck is quite nice.
It is if you get its ability off, but it's a real pain.
Yeah, you'd know.
It's a break ride. Lemon break, counterblast 1. When Dimension Police unit rides this, I could pay the cost, and it gets +10,000 critical. And when I reveal a grade 3, I can retire one of my opponent's guardians, and all cannot be hit effects are nullified. So basically, I nullify a perfect guard, so I can get through.
Especially when you put down 2 perfect cards, and next thing you know, you try trigger check 2 grade 3s.
This is
Yay!
this is my favorite card, mainly because it allows a superior ride from him into him.
And it's also the card that he drive trigger checks whenever he uses Daikaiser's break
Yes,
ride.
basically, it's my avatar. Its limit break is when this unit, for the Vanguard, when this unit attacks a Vanguard, gains +5,000, so it becomes a 16K. And then its rear guard ability, it's an activate, counterblast 1 put into soul. If I have a card named Super Dimensional Robo Daikaiser on my Vanguard, I pay the cost, counterblast 1 put in soul, and then superior ride into Great Daikaiser. I ride as stand, search my deck, Great 1 Super Dimensional Robo Great Daikaiser, ride as stand, and shuffle my deck. So, what after I broke Ronan the first time, if I have another copy of him, I will ride him over again, call him Counterblast 1, put it into Soul, and then to be ride again, just so I have that 23 critical with the ability to retire, because it just, people just love that. And then the big bad boss of this deck, Ultimate Dimensional Robo Great Daikaiser. He came out, these two cards came out in Fighters Collection, triple rare, and this one was one of the 3 box toppers, I guess you would say.
Yeah, one of the 3. The other one was the Seeker.
Yeah, Seeker Legion or Brawler Legion.
Yeah.
His limit break is Counterblast 2 cards with Dimensional Robo, which is why this is mainly a Dimensional Robo deck. When this unit attacks, you may pay the cost. If you do, this unit gets Drive Check +1, so it is the first card, the only Grade 3, and the first card to get
Triple Drive.
Yeah, Triple Drive, and it's the only card to get +1 during Drive Check. There are cards that lose it. This one gains it.
But they usually lose it for like restanding ability or stuff like that.
Yeah. Gains Drive Check +1 until end of that battle. And this ability cannot be used for the rest of that turn. So if it hits and you have Laurel and Rest, this goes back to having 2 Drive Checks. So going back down to Twin Drive. But the turn you break ride, it really wrecks. And then Continuous, if I have Super Dimensional Robo Daikaiser in my Soul, it becomes
a 13K
body. Yeah. So this is usually how I do it. Have him on Vanguard, Rear Guard, Counterblast 1, put into Soul, Superior Ride.
Then Counterblast 1 again for the Break Ride ability.
Counterblast 1, and then attack, Counterblast again. So that's 4 Counterblasts. Sometimes I'll have him in Soul so I don't need him, which is a Counterblast 3. And then I will...
There's been times when he only has like 5 damage, non-Counterblast at all, and just Counterblast 1 for the Break Ride, and then just Counterblast
yeah, if I have him in hand, I can ride into him. Counterblast 2, so I've only used 3. And then my next turn, I will, if I have it, I will ride into Daikaiser, call my Shadow, Counterblast 1 for Shadow, Counterblast 1 for Daikaiser. So I have another 23 critical and 23 critical with a ability to retire Guardian.
A Guardian, yeah.
And that's usually when people throw down that one perfect card.
Not just 1, but 2. Next time, I'm going to throw down 2 perfect cards on a Quintet wall and see what you freaking do with that.
Win.
I hate you.
But yeah, so this deck is honestly amazing if you can get it off right.
It is really an amazing deck.
Because if you can get the Die Battles and Die Mariners in Soul,
you get hit for really beautiful numbers.
If you can get all 6 in or 7 in there, and then Soul Blast, that's plus 21, plus this thing's 23, so that's 40. That's 44 by itself, and boost and all that other shenanigans. So it hits high numbers.
It does. It hits for really high numbers. It's like Monarch Alfred with Trumpeteer and Blaster Blades and Bruno.
Anyway, yeah, it's a really fun deck.
Yes, it is, and it's really nice.
Our team captain loves it. Alright, thanks for watching, YouTube.
I'm trying to be nice, and you're being a dick.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Teen Social Link out.
Don't masturbate.